Why do so many younger people wear hoodies and sweatpants in the summertime? This seems to be more prevalent over the past couple of years. And more with what look like Gen Z guys and gals. Aren't you sweating your absolute ass off? That cannot be comfortable whatsoever. Not trying to shame, really hoping to understand. When I was in HS. Mid to late I used to wear a very thin hoodie. And a beanie to school every day. I've since put on a fair bit of weight and will kill myself before I try to go out in this heat. Like that. I'm not young. But I wear a hoodie in the summertime because I'm usually just hopping from building to building. And the AC is always on full blast when I go back in. It could be poor body image and/or mental health issues. I live in my 5 sizes too big hoodie year-round and have done so since I was like 11. Baggy clothes are also trendy right now. So it might be nothing more than that. Body shame. My 15-year-old says she doesn't want to be gawked at. It could be body shame. I am not sure. She is not overweight at all, barely eats due to autism, but that doesn't mean it's not body shame. Definitely way more modest than I was at that age. For whatever reason. It's like a security blanket for them. They feel safe inside. They aren't exposed. Physically or mentally. They feel comforted. And I'm pretty sure they are acclimated to the heat at this point. Could be a variety of things or a combination. 1. Body image, as others have said. 2. Not as affected by heat. I used to be this way until a few years ago. Hubby and I built a sauna with some friends one winter. And I was the only female. All the dudes stripped to their underwear. But I kept my boots, jeans, t-shirt, and hoodie on. We go inside. And I was the last one to sweat. I used to have a high heat tolerance and low cold tolerance. Now I'm low heat and moderate cold tolerant. 3. Could be substances. Don't know the area. There's probably more I'm forgetting. As someone who wears sweatpants almost every day in Texas, I just think they're comfortable. I do have days where I wear shorts because 110 degrees is just too damn much, but back in middle high school days I had insecurities about my weight, so I always wore hoodies and jeans to try to cover it up. It's called drip for a reason. Dripping in sweat. I asked a 15-year-old this and his response was paraphrased, "They're carrying a weapon." I did it because of poor body image. I was in fact sweating my ass off. My friends were thinner and did it because they genuinely were cold a lot of the time and it was more comfortable. Now I'm 22 and can barely tolerate sweats even in the winter. Oh, and forget jeans. Self-harm scars. In HS and MS I only wore jeans and a hoodie every single day. Because I was bullied and harassed into being ashamed of my body. Kids are cruel. It's comfy, easy, and if it gets too hot I can roll the sweatpants up to my knee. If I'm walking around in jeans it's because I actually care about my appearance that day personally. I used to do this in high school in the early 2000s because of my crippled confidence about my body. It's the best way to hide it. This is far from a new phenomenon. Pressure to have the perfect bodies. You either have a good-looking body and show it off. Or you don't and you hide it. Either that or simple fashion. I hate the way I look. This has always been the look. I remember back in high school 2001, 2005. People were rocking that look then. I think it'll always be a thing. The real question we should be asking is why dudes that walk to school wear shorts in the winter. I'm only in my 20s, but the grumpy, high blood pressure dad in me comes out when I see that shit. School is cold. It's kinda fashionable, I guess. Personally, I have body dysphoria and I just can't bear to go without a baggy upper layer. It's not like I go outside when it's hot much anyway, so. The sensory pleasure of feeling protected and hidden. It's comfortable and gives a bit of a place to hide. It's comfy. Got tired of people making fun of me all the time. So a hoodie kind of feels like armor. I'm in my own little world and it kind of separates me from a potential bad situation. Security blanket. 17-year-old here. 'Cause it looks cool, IMO. It might not to other, but I don't really care, honestly, I just wear what I want. Boy, that's a question I wonder. Or knit hats in the summer. I sort of remember when these became cool about 20 years ago. I'll never understand the knit hat thing, no matter what the temperature is, or the hoodie regardless of the temperature. I live in New England, I understand hoodies and knit hats in season. I'm 43, so clearly not a younger person. But hoodies always feel comfy and calming to me. Not in this heat. But when it cools down at night, I like to feel the comfort of a hoodie. Still shorts though. It's a real pet peeve of mine when people comment on what I wear with "Aren't you hot? Aren't you cold in that?" No, I'm not. I wouldn't be wearing it if I was. I'm a ginger. It's either hoodies of some sort of copious amounts of sunscreen. Insecurity, depression, anxiety. I did because I was insecure about my body. Self-conscious and to avoid mosquitoes. It's freezing inside. Because it looks good and feels comfortable. We don't feel heat. I used to do this BC. I was insecure about my body. I still am, but at least now I wear shorts. I still hate wearing them, but when it's like 30 degrees Celsius I feel like pants are dumb. Trigger warning. I have a lot of scars on my arms and legs from self-harm. I'm somewhat comfortable with my body, but not enough to ignore the looks I get. They're either sadness, disgust, or annoyance. I usually wear long sleeves and full-length pants. A lot of the time I want to be a faceless person in a crowd, and one of the best ways to be unapproachable is to look messy or unkempt. People won't even make eye contact. That's why I wear sweats, but it's also a trend for the people my age and younger. It's just what the kids are doing nowadays. So, Hoosier are very functional when committing crimes, as it makes it considerably harder to ID a criminal. Many think it makes them look tough. Back when I went to school before Abe Lincoln was around, kids used to make fun of hoodies and tell kids wearing them they looked like they had a dick growing on the top of their head. On the other hand, they're fantastic on cold days. My kid has been doing this the last few weeks. And we can't figure out why. She just says she's cold while it's humid and blazing. I wear pants in the summer because my fat ass thighs chafe, and honestly shorts annoy the piss out of me. Hoodies are just cozy, and unless I'm gonna be outside for a long period of time, I like to wear them. I do it because I'm too lazy to think about what to wear outside. Hoodies are the easiest go-tos. It's body image issues. They hide their insecurities under baggy clothes. I do that. I'm 22. And yes, I do be sweating my ass off, lol. It's comforting. And I also have self-harm scars I would rather people not gawk at. So done with the generation attribution. Long sleeves pants UV protection.